Hello cookies, it's Yuri, I'm back and today I'm going to test out makeup from the YOUNIQUE brand with you. It's a brand that I've been wanting to test for the longest time because I received these products from Chantal Lashes a really long time ago. Thank you so much. And I have used the blush all the time, like many times, but I haven't really tried all the other products. So I thought that I could make it into this video. I already have my primer on and I'm going to start with this BB Flawless Multitasking Hydrating Tinted BB Cream in the shade Honey. So I've tried this once when it arrived because I was really curious to see whether I would like BB creams from YOUNIQUE, and I tried it, but I can't remember what I thought about it because it was really a while ago and it was just like a little bit on the cheeks. So technically I've tried it, but technically I haven't, so this will be the first time I tried for real. I like the fact that it doesn't smell anything much really. No, it doesn't smell much, which is good. I really don't like stuff that smells a lot because I have sensitive skin. Ooh, it's too light for me. I already look pretty ashy. Yeah, this is definitely not the right shade, but never mind. I'll just keep on applying it all over the face. Gotcha. My first impression of this is that the color is off. I look very ashy, but it's not really the fault of the product itself because I know that for me usually it's really hard to find the right skin tone. It has to be very yellow and not too dark and not too light, as in just like with everybody else actually. So yeah, the shade is off. I like the fact that it felt really light on the skin. It felt more like a moisturizer, which I guess is good because it's a tinted BB cream and multitasking hydrating one actually. So it feels hydrating, it doesn't feel heavy, it feels really nice on the skin. To me there's almost no coverage, and you cookies know that I like my full coverage foundation, so this is definitely not going to be a favorite because for me, if I'm going to use foundation or BB cream or whatever, it is to cover. I don't like little coverage. I'm like, go big or go home. So this is not going home with me. I went to apply some powder to try and save the shade, but as you can see, I managed to save it a little bit, but it's not matching my neck properly, but I think it looks okay. And then I just did my eyebrows really quick. They're not really on flick today, but it's okay. Now I'm going to test out these eye pigments. So these are going to be for the eyes. This is called Flirty and this is called Glamorous, and this is a shimmer pigment and this is a matte pigment. And I'm going to try and use them on my eyes, obviously. I'm using a Fearless Cosmetics brush and I'm just going to apply it on the center of the eyelid. I don't have primer on just because one, I wanted to see whether the pigment was strong and hold in without primer, because usually pigments don't need that much primer. They're supposed to be strong by themselves. And then second, I forgot that I shouldn't put powder on my eyelids, because when I put powder on my eyelids then it just becomes weird when it mixes with the primer. So it's too late, but it looks very pigmented so far. Oh, it's super pigmented. It's supposed to be a lavender color, as in a lavender shimmery shade, but now it just looks really bright. It looks silver. Still using the same brush, I'm going to use the other side of the brush and take a little bit of Glamorous and then just apply it kind of like a halo eye look. In case of doubt, I always halo it, and since I only have two shades anyway, for me that's like the best option. Let's see how this goes. Huh, not bad actually. I'm done with the eye look and all I can say is that the pigments are okay, at least for me. They're nothing really spectacular, but they're not bad either. So they're just pigments. Most pigments are usually pretty much the same. A shimmer pigment is a shimmer pigment, a matte pigment is a matte pigment. But sometimes, yes, you can feel that there is actually a difference. So I would say that my favorite pigments are probably Sugar Pill and Fearless Cosmetics, even though Fearless Cosmetics are kind of eyeshadows, because I really like fine milled pigments and powders, and I feel like Fearless Cosmetics has the tiniest, finest pigment slash loose eyeshadow, because it's really fine and it reflects the light really nicely and it photographs really well. So I feel like Fearless Cosmetics loose eyeshadows and pigments are actually like over the ones that I've tried, while Sugar Pill, even though it is not as fine milled, I like the fact that Sugar Pill has some exclusive shades that are really nice and really up my alley, you know, crazy neon shades. So I really like that they can offer those types of colors as well. And then for these ones from YOUNIQUE, they're okay, at least those two I've tried. The shimmer one is very pigmented, but the matte one disappears when I blend it. Also, I had to reapply a few times and now I kind of gave up, but here a little bit I can see that you can see my skin through it a little bit, the matte shade. But otherwise I think it's okay pigments. On to this thing that I've been holding now since I've been talking. It is called the Moodstruck. Ooh, I have pigment all over my hands. Never mind, it is the Moodstruck Precision Pencil Eyeliner. I've never used it before, so it's still really pretty. You know when you have an eyeliner that looks this pretty, you feel almost miserable about dirtying it and changing the shape. You're like, no, you look so good like this, and now I'm just going to mess you up. So I prefer applying eyeliner that is liquid or that I've turned liquid with Inglot Duraline, but for this I'm going to try this. The reason I don't usually use this type of eyeliner anymore unless it's for the waterline is because it doesn't apply properly on top of eyeshadow, it just glides. So let's test whether this applies. This actually works pretty fine. As in, I have to go a couple of strokes, but it is visible and it's not just dragging the eyeshadow. This is working. Oh, I like it. It is a little bit stiff. It is not the stiffest eyeliner ever. It is definitely better than many brands I've tried, but it is not the smoothest either. So it's kind of in between when it comes to texture. On to the star of the show, and this is what I've been really wanting to try. And this is the famous Moodstruck. Why am I doing this? It's actually here. So like this, the famous Moodstruck 3D Fiber Lashes Plus. And I think this is the second version. I think there was a previous version and then this is supposed to be a better version. And I'm so excited. I am so excited because I've been seriously considering for, I don't know, more than 6 months now to get eyelash extensions, because if you haven't noticed, I have no eyelashes. I barely have any eyelashes. They're really short, they're sparse, and then they point downwards like this. They're really straight down like this. So I've been thinking about it, but one, it's super expensive, and two, everybody says it's a lot of care. And no, I don't feel like having to take care of how I sleep and how I wash my face, and I always use things where I have to rub my face when I remove my makeup. So I really just don't feel like doing eyelash extensions. But if this looks as good as as photos on Instagram, then I'm going to be super happy. Okay, so let's just... Whee! Okay, the gel is kind of dry. It feels dry. It doesn't feel very gelish like... Oops, I got it up there. Feels like a regular mascara now. Let me just try to turn it around. You shouldn't pump like this because that brings in bacteria inside. So let me just apply really quick. Like this. Okay, let's just try. I don't have much lashes anyway, like I said. And then let's just grab the other one real quick. Real quick. Wow, this... it looks furry. Ooh. Okay. This seems really interesting. I guess I'm like super quiet now. Just because I'm focusing on trying not to get the stuff in my eye. Because it is very furry. It has some... I'm going to show you later because now I just don't want the gel to dry. It has some fur. It looks like you're applying fur on your lashes. As in actual fur, but it's like tiny pieces of fur. And then they say set it with the gel again. So I'm trying to be real quick now because I want to do it properly. Okay. I got some on my nose as well. I'm going to try to build with those two, like they say here. They say repeat the process until you've reached desired fullness. So I'm going to try and do both eyes. And I'm done with the mascara. I only did the process one more time, so you saw the first process and then I did the rest off camera because I was thinking of making it super crazy and apply, but now that I've done it twice, I see that it's already starting to look spidery and it's starting to clump quite a lot. So I feel like if I did it a third time, it would really be those spider legs that don't look super flattering. So I am very disappointed because I've been saving trying this mascara. I felt like no, I really have to wait until I'm in a really good mood and then when I'm really pumped, and it's going to be something I'm looking forward to. You know, it's sometimes you have those videos, or at least if you're on YouTube or doing something like that, and I have a few videos that I'm really looking forward to filming, and thinking that I'm going to film them makes me very happy. The mascara it's okay, but it's so clumpy and it's not the crazy effect I wanted. But to the defense of the mascara, and that I have to mention, like I said, I have very little lashes and they're very short. So if you're a normal person, and by normal person I mean someone else than me, you probably have more lashes and you probably have longer lashes, because every single person that I've done makeup on, and you know that I've studied at makeup school and I've worked professionally as a freelance makeup artist and at MAC and the Body Shop and at events and abroad as well. And I am the only person I know that has so little and short lashes. So if you have more lashes, if you have long lashes, it will probably look much better on you. So don't base your opinion on just me, because my lashes are really weird. So I'm disappointed because I've been looking for something that could give me a miracle on my lashes, and apparently this is not my miracle. So unfortunately for me, meh. Time for some blush, and this is the Younique Stunning Blush that I've been using for the last 2, 3, 4 months. I'm not sure, but I am pretty sure that in all of my videos recently I've always said that it's the only blush I currently use, which is actually true. So this is nothing really new, but you can still see how it looks like, I guess, because it's still a Younique product and I'm supposed to do a full face. So I have a funny way of doing my blush. I usually just kind of dab it a little bit, because this blush is so super pigmented. It is really crazy pigmented and it gets crazy really quick. So I usually apply some, then I rub the brush, and that's when I start blending, because it's so pigmented. I don't want it everywhere. Just like this, just kind of a fresh look. I went to apply some falsies because I felt too naked. I feel like this look really required some falsies, and then I also put some highlight and just kind of try to fix it all a little bit. So now is the time for the lips, and that's actually the last step. So I'm going to use this Moodstruck Precision Pencil Lip Liner called Perky. And I've never tried it before. See, it still looks super pretty. And then this lip gloss called Luscious. So when you first see it like this, they're not gonna match at all. But then again, this is the only thing I have right now that I can try. So I guess I'm going to apply just very little of the two and then see if they can match, because this is completely pink, it's like fuchsia, and this is red. But since it's a lip gloss, if I apply a little bit, maybe it will be okay with this. My first impression of this is that it's kind of stiff. It isn't as stiff as the other type of lip liner that is completely wood. This is not retractable, you can't open it, but you know, you have the completely wood ones, you have those ones that are in between, and then you have the ones that you just open like this. So this is in between, and it's not super creamy, it is kind of stiff. So yeah, it is pretty stiff. It smells like plant. It's not super strong, it's very faint, but oh no. I got a little bit on my nose. Okay, let's just try it anyway. Ah, it's super red. It really doesn't match the lip liner, to be honest. See? I corrected myself right there. And this is the final look. I don't really like the color combination that much because I feel like very pink / reddish lips and this shade of purple together. I don't know, I don't feel the colors together. The products were okay, but the color scheme of this whole thing is a little bit off. I don't know how to explain it, but just looking at it, I feel like there's something there that is a bit too much. It's either the eyes or the lips, but something is off. But I wanted to try the products I received, and those are the only products I have. So if I wanted to try them, I had to go with this look. I hope you cookies enjoyed it, and I'm trying to make my videos a little bit longer now, if you've noticed, because many of you complained. I personally don't like long videos, but since you seem like you prefer the longer videos, I'm trying to make them a little bit longer. Not boring, but still a little bit longer, because I always try to please you cookies. And leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this review. Let me know if you've tried YOUNIQUE before and what your experience was. And until next time, I will see you at the next video. Bye bye!